like, I'm going to give you an example. You remember when the 2 kids during the riots, or when the guy got shot at the Wendy's, there was 2 kids down, they was looting downtown. There was 2 kids passing by.
The one on University?
Not the one on, not the shooting was on University at the Wendy's in Prior Road. But these kids was downtown, 2 college kids. Don't nobody know who their parents are. They could have been somebody that's a high profile person or well educated and knew how to push buttons.
The ones that got roughed up in the car.
Right.
Okay.
The mayor, which was a female, she immediately fired the officers because you had just had 2 white officers to supposedly shot that boy at the Wendy's after he took the officer tasing. And so by her making that decision, firing them right away, they had to hire them back and pay them back pay. So
they also paid recently the 2 people that were roughed up in the car.
Right. They
more
also
money than they did the officers.
They also paid them, but you also, when you work for a government job, if you are under investigation till you're found guilty of what you're accused of, you're still getting paid. But now you got these officers at home. We already got a shortage of police officers. So you have people that say, hey, you got these guys sitting at home and you still paying them. So you got a lot of people that look at the money. They don't look at the situation. And now you still paying them, they sitting at home. Then you had to reinstate them. And then you also we got to pay a lawsuit. So the whole situation, they feel like it could have been handled different. Would a man handle it different or better? No. Or yes or no. We don't know. We don't know. So
somebody on here said the music is right.
So a lot of people.
Stop messaging on here, girl.
A lot of people that call the shots that we might not see, they tend to push the button by phone calls or, hey, that wasn't a good decision. So by her making that fast decision and find those guys, they felt it was more of emotional than actual or rational way of thinking.
Didn't I say that?
So
you might surprise us.
So check this out.
Okay. Hey Harold, we just said we missed you.
Excuse me, Dominique, for a second. We're going to take a pause for the call so Harold can get in.
And she got to bring a chair.
Hey, man.
What's up, Lynn?
I get your chair.
What's up?
What's cracking?
You know what's cracking.
Okay.
So
go ahead.
Jordan, to you, as the younger version of the people who's in here, why do you feel women, around American women, so boisterous now than before?
I think we are definitely living in a more liberal time where people want to experience change, and who better to voice that change than the women who have suffered, the most, or, pretty much for our whole time of being here in the United States. They've seen some pretty awful things and some pretty good things. So I feel like now is the perfect time to voice, what's going on in America and how we can seek more change, because it's not going to happen just by men doing the talking. Like that's.
So it goes back to the original question that we had some weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Did men fail women? That was the question, and everybody kept on saying no because society. I'm not talking about the women, right? I'm talking about the men. So the reality is, the real reason why the Brown sisters are speaking and very, very boisterous now, because they are the only culture that has been through shit.
Well, we have to wait. Where's Roscoe?
So they literally been through, like, they were the test dummies when it came down to, like, surgery. They were the test dummies.
You gotta say it again. He didn't hear you.
Brown women are the only women. Brown women because other cultures didn't have to go through what brown women had to go through. So therefore, that's the reason why they're more boisterous now, because we did fail them back in the day. They are the only ones that had to literally go through surgeries, and I ain't talking about you're asleep having surgery. No, she's wide awake, being experimented on. They are the main ones that got mentally, verbally, and physically abused, not only by the slaves or owners or the Caucasian people, but also by the brown people as well, men. Then, not only that, if you sit down and you really think about it, the Caucasians took the men out of the home.
Correct.
So that didn't make it no better for them. So that made them, at that point, have to step up even more. You understand what I'm saying? So instead of sticking beside them and protecting them, we failed them as men. So they have a right to speak and say what they want to say and express how they feel, because they've been through some shit, man. I mean, if the shoe was on the other foot and the tables were turned, we wouldn't been able to go. We can barely get hit and we'll be crying to mom and daddy, like, be for real. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be fair to our women, for real, for real.
So I agree with you, Dominique.
I love the ladies.
I totally agree with you. But in the world that we live in the workplace, in day-to-day operation, you'll see powerful women, black women, make a decision. Then all of a sudden, they'll try to discredit them.
Who is they? Try to discredit who?
You'll see powerful black women, educated black women. I'm going to say powerful. I'm going to say educated black women will make a decision, and when the people that put her in that place don't agree with it, they would discredit her. So they did separate. Yes.
Who is they?
The masses.
So then you said put her in that place. So then you said position, a job, because that means that individual interviewed for the job.
Right.
So then her credentials. So then her credentials got her that job. So rather it was her bachelor's, her doctorate, and all of that. So
you got to have the blueprint for them to choose you. Okay. Now they're not just putting a jellyhead or somebody that's not capable, but it's kind of like this. You're a good basketball player, Dominique, but you can't be coach.
Okay.
You get what I'm understand what I'm saying?
Not coachable. Okay.
You're not coachable.
So I can say I don't always put all women in the same category, because that's not fair. Because I get tired of them putting us in the same damn category. That's not fair. And that really pisses me fuck off. Excuse me. But some women do take it too far. That's very well true. You know what I'm saying? And then some women, if you talk to them, and this is what I have learned, if you talk to them and not at them and get them to understand, yo, baby girl, I'm not him. You ain't got to talk to me like that. If by that second or third time you telling her that and she still do what she want to do, that's not the woman for you. That's just, you just move that alone. But some women is willing to be coachable with the right person.
Now you talking about in a relationship, or you talking?
I'm talking about in general relationship, even all the way down to a friendship. Because when I tell you most of my friends are female, I gotta keep women around me at all times to keep me sane. But the women that I have around me, they are all helpmates in different areas and aspects of life. No, I haven't slept with none of them. None of that. You know what I mean? But they respect me and I respect them. You know what I'm saying? They help me navigate life on things that I don't understand or don't know. And that's what, to me in my mind, that's what a helpmate is when it comes down to a friendship, familyship, relationship. It does not matter. You always have to have that right people or the right people around you to help you or to guide you. And to me, you find the right women to help you and guide you, then you're good to go.
Okay, Miss Rhonda, you go ahead because... Yeah, go ahead. You were saying some things.
No, I was agreeing with them, but I was asking.
Right, that's awesome. Let's go back here.
No,
you don't talk because she didn't get to finish it.
You kept saying put them in the place. Right, so then awesome. I was saying the interview, that's the blueprint for them to get that position. So when you say they, and that's what we're trying to say, right, figure out who is they.
The masses. And when I say put them into place, That means, what I mean by that, they figure certain people they can control. Like for instance, you have people like, let's keep it just straight uncut. Like, I feel like if all you are was my employees, I hire a white person to supervise y'all.
You sure would.
But I'm just giving an example.
Right.
Not saying I would do it, but that's people feel like.
So that supervise who? You said all y'all. Who's all y'all?
Just say everybody here. If I was over you all, then I hired a white supervisor. Society and the way the mentality of these people think, they feel they get more productivity.
I get what he's saying because, like, for example, at my job, it's a bunch of brown people. Okay, working for Google, it's a bunch of brown people that's there. So what they did was they put a Caucasian person ahead of us who don't have the experience at all whatsoever to maintain us.
Right, because unfortunately, some people respect the white.
The reality is most brown Americans respect the Caucasian more than another brown person. But at the same time, some of us brown people get in position and want to try and do the power thing. They on that power trip. I'm happy that you're in that position. They don't give you the right to talk to me no different.
That's what you're saying as a black man with a black person?
Yeah, so I don't have a problem with you doing your job.
So
I need you to do your
is
job.
it more acceptable when it's a white person?
No, hell no. I don't want nobody to talk to me in the kind of way. That's just me. But that's what I'm saying. You have a lot of people that don't have that mentality.
Where
You get what I'm saying? But that just like goes back to again slavery. If Jordan said we're all slaves, and Jordan come and tell me, "Hey man, we free," but because he's brown American, man, we ain't damn free. We gonna keep damn working. But if you come in there, you a white woman, and you come and say, "Oh, you know y'all been free for like 2 months," they be like, "Oh, we free." But Jordan done told us 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll believe a Caucasian person before we'll believe one of our own, which is psychotic to me. But you know,
I'm gonna give you a situation. I'm gonna be done. I was at work, and the job that I had at the time, I dealt with a lot of administrators, secretaries, and things like that. So this one particular old white lady, we talked to every day and laughed. So I had a bracelet on, and she said, "Hey, I like that bracelet. That's expensive." So I said, "Well, you know, hey, they normally think that we hustlers, gangsters, or something like that." I said, "Well,
That's all y'all are.
but now the sister eavesdropping, ear hustling, heard the conversation.
Who
So-
heard the conversation?
The sister,
Black girl.
black girl,
Okay.
Okay.
who's always rude, nasty, everything. So I said, well, you know, I played pro baseball. I retired, and
maybe don't like being in the corner.
when I retired, I just said I'd get back to the kids by doing this work that I do. She said, "Oh, that's so nice of you." So the sister, in turn, while I was standing there, Googled me. And for some reason, it popped up that I was an ex-baseball player. And it was funny to me because I was lying. Well, the sister now, she want to talk to me different. Because she feel like I'm somebody with some money. No. And then look, she was married. Her whole demeanor changed.
What was that sister's position?
She was like the white lady was the bookkeeper, and the sister was the secretary. Which
And what was your position?
I was the mailman.
So, man.
So,
But you know, there's a lot of people, especially
I'm
Caucasian,
confused here.
that has a lot of money, but you'll never know they have a lot of money because they probably work in the mailroom, or they probably work something simple as the grocery store. You know what I mean?
Mr. Wardhammer, I need you to explain what you're saying because you said brown women of culture know how to be a wife. They are not brought up in single family homes. I don't necessarily agree with that. Then he said, you sound like Willie Brown that brung up Kamala Harris' career by being on top of him. And then women are saying they, them, what is a woman? So can you clarify or call in 678-661-1819 and let us get some clarity. Okay, what was you
I was going to bring it back to him saying with the education. So, and get back to the original question, or why we assume that we have to have the attitude. And then you kind of just explained it in your story, because every time you said you will hire somebody Caucasian over us. We're your worker. And we probably been here 10 years, 20, 15, this and that. Bust our butt, did XYZ, have the degree and everything. Then you bring this little young person straight out of college. Now I got to train them. So why wouldn't you have an attitude on a situation like that? So then that goes back to also we're always being overlooked. So go back to what he said in the beginning. From being slavery, you take the black man away, but what we done did, still trying to mend the house, cook, clean, take care of the kids, fight off the master, do this, then the wife get mad because you know he creeping in my bed, and we just fight.
I
So
totally
that's why all of that might come that way. But then that goes back to also, everybody not the same. So sometimes you get over that, you build your bridge, and that goes with your heritage and everything, and how people go and everything. So then if you get away, because even my own mom at times, and she's from Monroe, Georgia. Monroe, Georgia. And we can say something sometimes and she'll look like, And it's like they still think that. And like now how they redevelop down there. My aunt got a nice home, always been in Monroe. And just recently a little cousin had a baby shower, and they live, which I didn't know they considered the white side of town. And when we drive, I said, the what? She said, this is the white side of town. I said, so what side of town you still? She said, girl, we weren't allowed to go. And I'm looking like, this is 2024.
Right. You'll be surprised.
But they
have
still
sundown
think like
states.
that.
Yeah, but they still have sundown states in different areas, not just in Georgia, but all over the world of America. You know what I mean? Which is sad. And for me and him always have these type of conversations. I feel like the main reason why our brown women are so boisterous, because honestly they're fed up. They're tired. They're tired of being overlooked. They burnt out. They tired of being mistreated. They tired of being abused. They tired. And that's just what the fuck it is. So until us, excuse my language, Negroes, step up to the damn plate and take care of our women, it don't matter if it's your girlfriend, your sister, your brother, the chick next door. It don't matter who it is. If you see her getting her ass, well, at least do something. Call 911.
Right.
Don't just sit there and fucking watch and record the shit. Like, come on, dude, what are you doing? I just feel like us as brown men, we literally dropped the damn ball because we too busy trying to chase what, excuse my language, the masters was fucking doing. We want what the white folks got. We want to do the same thing the white people got. We already had our own shit. They done burnt that down twice, 3 times to be exact. And we still rebuilding. They cannot, one thing they won't ever be able to do is what we do. And that's always come up. We can be at the bottom of the pulpit or the barrel, and we still going to find a way to come up, technically, legally, without being illegal.
And you have them say this. Have y'all ever noticed the average neighborhood you go in, all the homes are owned by women?
Yeah.
Think about it.
Why you think I knock on doors?
But just think about it. So like y'all said earlier, they separate the family.
Mm-hmm.
And then the sisters will feel like, I don't come to this, I got all this. But whoa, what's natural is, I don't have a mate.
Mm-hmm.
Something wrong with this picture.
Mm-hmm.
You said that's natural?
No, they're saying what natural is for you to have a mate. You know, a diploma, it could be a doctorate or any kind of other certificate. It's still a diploma.
Right.
A degree is a diploma, a form of diplomacy. All right. Well, once you accomplish all those things, then you're like, I got everything in life, but I'm missing this one piece. And it'll be a mate. Yeah, you might have a cute little dog, a fancy fish tank, and all that, but it's still, you got that blank spot in your life. And then you say, where did I go wrong? Then a sister will tend to settle for just any kind of man to fill that emptiness. And like Dominique say, you got men, now Dominique, you do have men that want to take care of their woman.
True.
But
take care of.
But right. And you find sisters try to pattern what they make off of what they think the white or another man might do for their woman. Like I always ask, I be out working during the day, see this guy line of $4,000 bicycle at 10:30 in the morning. I'm like, why he's not at work? I'm at work. Y'all see the lady with the yoga pants on and the the $800 baby stroller. Why she ain't at work? My lady at work, my sister at work, my mama work.
Right.
Because, so, you know, I have met someone and I asked a question. And it was strange. I was at a location at my job and the head say, I'm going to quit working because I'm pregnant. And I know she makes 6 figures. I said, how you going to go home when you make 6 figures? Oh, my husband's going to take care of us and I'll be fine. So when I thought about that, she said, don't take a lot for me. So I can sit at home. But a lot of our sisters got a certain lifestyle. And the man might be a good man, but he can't provide the lifestyle that they're accustomed to. Now I'm not talking about rent, light, gas, water, food. It's the extras.
But they got longevity. They got long money though. That's the whole thing. Our ancestors,
And they got a lifestyle different than ours.
Totally
Anyway,
different.
so what you mean?
And I'm gonna go back to your bracelet. She good with you? Because at that point, and you said you was a male person, clerk, whatever. Before then, and she heard that, she didn't think you could support her lifestyle. So then that's why that went that way, like how she did. But then if you have conversation, and I'm a firm believer of you cannot judge the book by its cover,
right?
Because you don't know what was left for me, what I have, any of that. And then even sometimes in these jobs are not.
And how I got what I got.
Exactly. You don't know.
Right.
So even with, because I was fortunate when I had my son, I took off a whole year.
Right.
So I didn't have to, but then you're right. My wants are different, my needs are different, but even if that's the case, it's like also, you can be working at Hardee's, and this is a true story, my cousin, and probably since high school, but when I say out of all the other cousins, and she's still there, and I know we got other cousins who making 6 figures doing this, it's like what you want or what you need or your lifestyle you're trying to do, because she's well off more than what this one over here who is banking the money.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's,
You know, it's strange you say that because I know a young lady that's a vice president of a bank. And she can't file, but she's so far in debt when the housing market crashed, when everybody was buying the big homes and everything. All her friends got out of the houses, but her ego wouldn't let her. So she so far in debt where her job, if she filed bankruptcy, she'll get fired because she deal with money. She can't be in credit risk. And so like you said, now like for instance, I'm gonna take y'all ladies, not the fellas. I know you, I know you, I know you. Just y'all hairdo alone in the difference between Jamie and Rhonda and Renee and Kwee. Just the hair, just the hairdos alone, the nails. Sarah don't do that.
Sarah don't do it.
That like just the basic necessity.
Some of them do.
Yes, they do.
But then I'm gonna tell you what Sarah may do. She's paying $200 every week for her massage. Or she's sitting up there, she bought an $800 stroller when this $200 stroller could do the same thing.
Right.
So then there's your difference. Then
Or she got her lips done, or she going to the tanning booth, or she going to the tanning booth to get tan. She going to get her lips and her butt done. To be like the brown girls over here that's making ends meet.
But I got one even better.
And you know I do my own hair.
And y'all have them on the magazines and y'all posted up in y'all house and under y'all mattress.
So you know what they do, like
only
for
do my hair
example,
when
you
I
know,
got
if you go in certain areas, they sit there and do like the food drives. They make sure they go 2 or 3 times. They do it before us.
Yes.
They go to certain Goodwills to get all the nice stuff and this.
That's
that.
right.
Not only that, they technically live off of credit.
Yes.
Not so much the money.
Right.
They know how to play the game. That's one thing they love about Trump, because Trump is actually teaching everybody how to play the game, and that's what the Caucasian people don't want to do.
Right.
And then once they get so if for example, if me and her is married and I file bankruptcy, she still got her money, we still got everything, so we still cooking. And then once everything come back up, she might file bankruptcy, but guess what? I got the money now, so now we still cooking. So it's still.
But that's because they work together, and brown people don't.
Exactly.
You know,
That's the difference.
Brown people want their own shit and ain't got shit.
There you go. We ain't got to
Operate out of fear. Right, that part.
We still want all this glamorous Gucci
but you know,
shit. Don't make sense to me.
another thing, like you said, Dominique, the game.
I can't afford you.
Like this is what
You
this
can't
is.
afford who?
Most of them women out there.
This is what
Like
Trump.
somebody around with
That's sad.
That's the only thing I'm gonna take. So I'm sorry.
This is
No,
what.
I'm just saying.
Is it that
it's
you can't
sad
afford
that
them?
Yeah.
Is it that you can't afford them? Because do
I
women
can-
really?
Honestly, I can
really
afford the right woman.
you know how you just said
Yeah,
you
that
said
sounds
you
good.
said
That
women.
sounds
You
good.
I
said
can afford the right woman. You know what I'm
Right
saying?
woman.
You said women don't know what men want, or we just assume certain things. So based on what you said, it sounds like men feel the same way. You have said he has said that before.
He has said
that
it before.
women
I thought you said
assume that women assume what men want or what men like or what men need,
No, I
right?
have said
and
that.
I am saying your statement about what women, or you're talking about your browner girls over here,
Mhm.
and what we spend on our hair, or what we spend in life, period. Like, you may assume we're spending, but if you add up what we do spend and split that up over the month,
Right. Exactly.
then
That's
it's
what
no
I'm saying.
different than what they're
Right.
spending, or actually
That's
it's
true.
less than what they're spending,
Exactly.
right?
And so let's just say,
I'm not.
If you're
saying-
talking about the nails, because you mentioned nails, these are my nails that I got some overlay
On
on.
top of
Right,
them.
that's it. They my nails, right?
I'm not.
So I'm saying, if you want to talk about what, again, men may assume the upkeep of a woman,
Like
and assume,
Dummy
and when you
just
talk
said.
about the lifestyle, the white girl's lifestyle, yeah, she was making 6 figures, right? But her man probably making 6 figures too, and the lifestyle that they're living probably can live off their 6 figures, right? Instead of the 12 figures. Us over here, we can adapt to the 4 figures,
When necessary.
or the 6 figures, or the 3 figures if we had to. But when you're talking about how black women, we don't, I'm gonna speak for me, Prima. I am considered aggressive or vocal or boisterous, whatever I want to be. Anybody wants to label me.
and that's what it is. a label.
But
Correct.
if I have been a woman that came from women that had to do it, that was the example before me on how to do it,
Right.
and when I happened to procreate with men that didn't do it,
Mhm.
then I had no choice but to do it.
Mhm.
So as much as you may think women are boisterous or we're aggressive or we talk how we talk or whatever, it's because we have not had men, some of us, that we could lean on and depend on.
Right.
Neither have we had men that are willing to commit. They'll commit 50%, 30%, 75%, and then when you decide you don't want to commit 100%, then I'm good on you, because I'm gonna make you do what it do, because that's what I know how to do. It ain't that we want to be this way. We didn't have a choice, because if we didn't do it, the shit wouldn't get done. If we didn't do it, we'll fall, we'll fail, and everybody that's on our shoulder, our children, our parents, and everything else would fall. So we didn't have a choice. When you talk about somebody making a position or giving us a position, no, ain't nobody gave us shit. That's what the white people do. They give their others
Yeah.
positions.
And they do.
They
They
make
do.
positions and
For
create
them.
positions for them.
That's
And,
correct.
and niggas get upset if we hire our own to do something,
Mm-hmm.
but it's okay and it's acceptable when you working in a place and you know Becky was hired by Bob and he created a position for her.
That's
So
right.
we talk shit when black people do it for each other, and when we earn and we educate ourselves and we work hard to get in a position. It wasn't given to us 98% of the time. And then when we get the position, we got to damn sure be better than our counterparts in order to get the position and hold the position. And then going back to what you said is that Negroes, some Negroes, not me, will respect a lighter person or a white person telling us what to do versus a black person. I went to school with white people from 3-year-old kindergarten to an adult. So they the same as me. They ain't no better than me, and I don't take no instructions from nobody no better than I do the other. You gonna talk to me like you said, you gonna talk to me right, or I'm gonna talk to you wrong. That's it. And that could be considered boisterous. It could be considered rude, but I'm gonna give you what you give me. But again, I'm gonna speak for me. I ain't had no man I can lean on and sit at home. When I stayed at home on maternity leave for 5-6 months, it's because of my dime, my work, my money, not nobody else's. So when you're judging or you making statements and comments or lumping everybody together, like y'all men don't want to be lumped together. Then, comma, your mama raised you, right? Your mama raised you, right? 98% of the humans on earth, your mama raised you. Right. Whether your daddy was at work, whether your daddy was at home, there are a lot of things that your mama taught you and your mama made happen. And as much as meaning, if women can run households and women can run families, they can run corporations and they can run countries. When you talk about women being more emotional, men are the ones that are more emotional. Y'all the ones that's gonna cut a bitch head off, put on a barbecue grill and burn her to death because she broke up with you. We gonna bust out. We gonna bust out your windows. We might bust out your windows. You know, bleach your clothes. You might get stabbed. But we ain't massacring you because you broke up with her. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And stalking you, shooting you and the man and everybody in the house and all the kids. That's what men do.
Okay, so check this. The reason why I am definitely pro-female is because, number one, I was raised by 5 strong women. So that's my great-grandmother, my grandparents, my aunties, and my mom. Okay? And the way it was, my mom, I saw, although she was a female, she didn't ever step out of her female position as far as she was running everything, but she was considered, for me, okay, mom is the male figure because she was the tough one. She was the military one. She was the one that had to do A, B, C, and D. Mm-hmm. Whereas my auntie, on the other hand, which is her sister, she was more of the nurturer. Mm-hmm. So I learned how to navigate both. Then I had my grandparents. I am a spoiled fucking brat. I ain't gonna lie to you and say I'm not, because I am. That's a true statement. And that's from all of them. But at the same time, I know when to do my manly job and when to be like, all right, baby, I heard you. All right, let me go sit my ass down somewhere. Mm-hmm. You gotta know, you gotta have a middle ground. That's not just for men, it's for women too.
And that's what
I'm so sick and tired. I'm so sick and tired. Everybody trying to do this pros and cons against one another. Again, he made real by side, so that means my woman's supposed to be by my side. She's not walking in front of me, I'm not walking in front of her, she's not walking behind me, and vice versa. She's supposed to be my side mate, my helpmate. So until I find my helpmate, I'm going to continue doing what I do, and that's just focus on me. I done had the 6-figure women. I love the 6-figure women. They beautiful women, but their mentality is all kinds of fucked up.
But do you think that is the case for all 6
That's not, I was just about to say, that's not the case for all 6-figure women. Now, I did have this one particular 6-figure woman that she told me straight up. She said, look, Ebon, all I need you to do is take care of yourself. I don't need you to do shit for me. Take care of yourself. You can take care of yourself, we can rock. And we did just that. We rocked. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I was much younger, but at the same time, we still rock. We balanced each other. And when we broke up, she said it best, and I didn't know that's how she truly felt. But when she sat there and told me, she said, you know what? I dropped the ball. And I said, why you say that? She said, because I waited too late to allow you to be a man that you are.
And that's what I was gonna say. Women want to. We want. I'm gonna say me. I'm gonna say me, but women as a whole, but me, would love to relinquish some responsibility, or love to be, have been, or be this feminine. But if I ain't able to, then I don't know how to, you know what I'm saying? Like I just
always going, always doing this. Like when I'm arrested,
So if you don't take the load
off,
then I know how to carry the load. You
so
get what I'm saying?
It's kind of like this.
Both.
Yeah, it's both. So check this out. Now, if you're looking at on a load standpoint, because
and I'm not just talking about financially.
I got you. So let's just say me and her in a full-fledged relationship. She live in her house. I live in mine. And this is just for me, and I'm pretty sure my godson probably feel the same way because he thinks like me half of the time. I'm starting to wonder if he...
And how long does that happen?
Him and my nephew, you know what I'm saying? But let's just say me and her in a full-fledged relationship. You know what I'm saying? We together. I don't live with her, she don't live with me. So technically, it's not my job or responsibility to take care of her household, because that is her household. But if I am there 90% of the time, it's my job to help her with them damn bills. Bottom line, period. That's only fair because I'm there majority of the time. You get what I'm saying? So I don't understand, compute in my mind, how a lot of brown men, I ain't saying all, so don't quote me on that shit, like get out your feelings. But a lot of them want to sit there and spend time with the woman, have sex with the woman, punch, and do everything else with the woman. But at the same time, when she sit there and say, baby, I'm $50 short on the light bill, the light's about to get cut off, you can't get her $50, bro. But you just got to get some weed. You just got through hanging out with the fellas. You just got through drinking. Like, it got to be fair. It got to work both ways. But if I'm living in the same household with her and my house is being rented out, in my mind, that's double income. That's 3 income. We renting out a house, her income and my income. So we taking care of the household together. I don't give a damn who paid the light bill, water bill, gas. I might can't afford to pay all of it by myself, but you ain't gonna pay all of it by yourself either. We doing this together.
That's when you have conversation, communication.
That's all I'm saying. And even on a 6-figure girl, the first thing she said, that she came to my house living with me, and the first thing she said, how much you want me to pay for rent? I said, huh? Because it shocked me. You understand what I'm saying? And I was like, well, baby girl, you ain't got to pay no rent. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can just roll with the bills. Don't worry about everything else. But guess what she did? Every month, she'll put money down on the light bill or on the water bill. You know what I'm saying? That's her way of showing her appreciation. But not only that, she made sure we ate every night. Because, you know, I ain't going to cook. You know what I'm saying? So regardless if we ate out every night or if she cooked, she made sure we did that.
That was good.
You see what I'm saying? That's a helpmate right there. When the water heater went out, although it's my house, she said, well, baby, come on, let's go to
figure it out.
You know, no, she said, let's go to Lowe's and get a damn water heater. I said, time out. You know, because I was only 33, 34. You know what I'm saying? I'm 45 now. You see what I'm saying? So I was 33, 35. I said, hold on, baby, time out. I only get paid this amount of money, and this is how much is my bill, you know, or how much my check is. I was showing you my check. You know what I'm saying? She said, okay, yeah, I understand that. Come on, let's go. And I was like, oh, okay. We went to Lowe's, and we got that damn water heater. She said, all I need you to put in is $150. And I know you can do that. Shit, you know what, girl? Let me go ahead and put. And matter of fact, I'm going to put in 2.
There you go.
You understand what I get paid next week anyway? You see what I'm saying? Because her mentality was, at the end of the day, I live with you. So why wouldn't I help you? That's a helpmate.
That was good. That was good.
We lacking helpmates. We lacking the abilities to be there for each other and help each other. Each one teach one.
Male and female.
Male and female. There ain't no discrimination. Shit, stop with that. That's what they want y'all to do. They want y'all to separate. So they continue to do what they do. And y'all buying into it.
A lot of people buying into it.
Stop.
Because to me, I don't feel like there's anything wrong with either person being in leadership. And like I said last week, just because you're in leadership at work does not mean that you don't know how to be a partner at home as a female. My position at work is my position at work. At home, the one thing I don't like that I've heard in here more than once is women knowing their place or their position. What is our place and our position? And if you are in your place as a man and in your position, and if you don't know your position or place, then why does a woman have a position or place? I feel like every relationship is different. And I feel like people lump people together. Just like you say, you lump women together or men together. What is your place? What is your position?
People finna get mad at me.
Go ahead.
I would like to know
our place is we're supposed to let them lead.
Okay.
And we supposed
but are they
to
leading?
And that's what I'm going to say.
Right.
That's what it means to come in.
Right.
So
That's what I'm saying.
we're supposed to let them lead and we're supposed to follow, but at the same time, you can't be like gonna lead and jump out and we're gonna go off the cliff.
Correct.
And
That's what I'm saying.
sometimes if they're not, and I think where we as women get mixed up at, we give it to the wrong person.
Facts.
Right. Sitting up there
Yep.
and you giving it all to the wrong person.
Yep.
And you're behind them.
And they blind.
And they blind.
So
And
it's
we get
everything back to order.
Yes.
and
then when you're in a position, then you need to be all the way in the position.
Right.
Not sometimes. not halfway.
And then somebody like me and Jordan and Roscoe come along, some pretty decent guys, trying to mess with you, trying to holler at you and get at you, and you treat us like the last, excuse my language, nigga. That's not the word I use. But you want to treat us like the last nigga. And then in my mind, because I don't try and call women the word, but in my mind, I be like, bitch, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I being your punching bag? How is that fair to me? You see what I'm saying? Then when I express how I feel, now I'm sensitive, now I'm this and now I'm that, and I'm thinking in my head, now you're dismissed. Next person. And then now I'm wrong for dismissing you. No, you wrong for treating me like, oh boy. I didn't do it.
But men do the same with women.
And men do the same with women. You absolutely right.
I think this, when people don't heal from their past and they don't deal with their issues, their hurts, their unmet needs, right, their unresolved issues, all of that, when they don't, and then they bring it into another relationship, then you cause the other person to suffer. You're punishing them. You want this? You're punishing them for something that somebody else did to them. Somebody else did to you. And is that fair on either end? So I'm saying men do it just like women do.
And you know what? And thank you for bringing that out, because this is how I feel.
This is Carolyn. Hello. You didn't get to introduce
What's up, Lynn?
What's going on? What's cracking, everybody? What's going on? What's amazing? What's doing? What's what? So, you know, back to this point here. I feel that because I've been through enough relationships, I'm writing books on relationships. I have 3 that are coming out, okay? Before the end of this year, for real, watch this spot. Watch this spot. Now, I feel since that when people start dating again, that they should start their date with a counselor.
That's what I did.
Start their date.
Their first date?
That's right, with a counselor. Let's get everything out in the open.
But you can do that. Now hold on, boo. You can do that, and one person out of them 2 just might lie. Because I'm telling you, I just did that.
No, she said before the first date or at the first date.
Okay,
Yeah,
like
I feel like the first date.
The first date we didn't go to counseling. We went on an event first. We went to the belly place. But the second date we went to the movies. But then I kind of noticed some weird patterns because I'm not used to this new age type of females. I'm not used to. I'm okay with you speaking your mind and speaking your feelings and this that. But talk to me. Sit down and be like, baby, we need to talk. That's what I'm used to. I'm used to somebody talking to me, not talking at me. My mother didn't even talk at me. So who are you?
Have y'all experienced men that want y'all to talk to them, that want to sit down and talk and communicate and lay it all on the table? Because most men
It's
don't.
hard. It's hard for
But
men.
most men weren't raised by the type of women I was raised by.
Exactly. You are a rare commodity. I've been told you this.
Yeah, I know.
My sons are
She said her son.
My sons are like that, and so like after their father passed, 9 and 12, they boys 9 and 12, and now looking at it and even their relationship they're in, and looking at these girls, I had to tell them, I said, hey, what I taught you about a woman, what you need to do.
My sons too.
Everybody not worthy.
Right.
You can't give them that. And then the baby boy, he just so want to communicate and talk. And mom, I say this, and I be looking like, she ain't gonna
Right.
But you know, I don't figure this out. So I would say with them, and they're like, these young ladies are so different. And it's like, and then you just leave that one there.
But in your personal relationship with men, dating, talking to men, our age, how many of them want to sit down and communicate and be honest, or are they kind of chauvinist or feel like they shouldn't, or that's not manly, that's not masculine to really express how they feel?
I saw my dad do it too. I saw my uncles do it too. I saw my grandfather communicate.
Right, which is
so
good.
that's what I'm used to. I'm used to being able to sit down and have that conversation.
So the gentleman now, long-term friend or whatever relationship, we've been over 30-something years. So he's at the point now, because I be looking like, but he's at the communication. You want to communicate. You want to talk. So now I'm looking like, oh, okay. But I know that's growth.
Yes.
That's you changing. So I can say over the years, it wasn't that way. But now, because I've been thinking like, but I've been like, okay, Ronnie, you know, he's coming around. He's coming around. So, and then I got a couple of cousins like that. But again, we was raised by auntie, grandmama, and all of that too. Then, and then they also saw and I've heard my granddaddy tell my cousin them, your woman's check is hers. You supposed to do X, Y, Z, 1, 2, 3, and all that. So that's my, my thinking too. My check was my check, X, Y, Z, and like how you said too, you carrying everything. Because even with my husband, the first one, it was like, hey, I mean, light bill every month. If I didn't pay, who's gonna do it? And then when I finally said something, and that's why it was funny because how he said I didn't allow him to be a man.
Right.
But then I'm not mentioning. I'm like, but bro, how you think the light's staying on?
Okay.
How you thinking this and that?
Because
so then my question was, if I quit my job, what we gonna do? And
I had no light.
He said, ask your daddy. Because you knew, or your granddaddy. Because it's like, but then we living on my trust fund at that time. I'm like, no. So that's why I even know too, you can give and let the wrong one try to lead you too.
Right.
So it's, yeah.
I just want to say that most men are dealing with, I'm sorry, y'all, ego.
Yeah, absolutely.
And their ego won't allow them to go through the fire. Only gold can be purified by fire. And so if your relationship, what is your relationship? Is it gold? Is it wood? What is it? But if you want it to be gold, you're going to have to talk about the stuff that is very hard, very difficult. That's what I call fire. A lot of men, they don't want to do the hard thing. They don't want to
be transparent.
Because they think if they be transparent, oh my God, the world is going to blow up.
But at the same
time,
I've come to learn that
all hell gonna break loose.
This is my experience, and I'm pretty sure
we're ready to play a video too in a minute. Gotcha.
So I come to learn that when guys do express themselves to females, they degrade them or diminish them or their feelings. So what happens is, okay, I tried to talk to you. You didn't want to listen to me first time. I tried the second time, you don't want to listen, so I just shut down.
The man
do. So now you wonder why I don't want to talk to you. You wonder why I don't want to spend time with you. You wonder why I don't want to do these things with you, because you're not allowing me to be me, because you want me to be what you want me to be. I'm not saying all women.
Okay, then I have a question.
Some women do that.
So when women express themselves, and the same thing is done to a woman, then we don't quit.
Yeah,
women don't quit. Most women don't. Well, if we quit, we out of it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't right. It's a done deal.
When a woman's fed
but
up,
if a woman is still talking, then that means she still cares. If she ain't talking, then of course she don't care. She's gonna checked out. However, just because women can say things to a man and they just being emotional, or she just talking. That's just what they do. Yeah, and it's dismissed, right? So it's the same thing. My thing is, if a woman, because all women don't dismiss men's feelings and emotions, I know. And some women do want to hear and want to know, right?
And want to correct
right? Or, and your issue ain't always my issue, but I want to help you, if I can, navigate or direct you somewhere to get that, because I didn't do it to you. Right. Just like men say, I ain't do it to you. Right. Us women, we get baggage too from y'all. You get what I'm saying? Right. You punishing me for somebody that did something to you 15, 20 years ago, and now you punishing all the women in the world. Yeah. Right?
Well, most of the time when they do that, because even us, when both sides do it, it's because they say, well, Grandma used to say, well, if it quack like a duck and it walk like a duck, guess what? It's a duck. But sometimes when the new people in your life do something that reminds you of what the other is a trigger, correct? You're thinking, I've seen this before. I've heard this before. I know where this is going.
So it's kind of like,
how about embracing each other's experiences?
There you go. That's what I was about to say. So the ultimate thing is embracing one another's experiences. So when you look at society as a whole and people as a whole, I feel like the three main things that we are lacking in the world is, for some reason, whatever somebody did to you in heyday, you're still waiting on that apology. you may never get that apology.
That's the reason why
So-
the first
I take it
date
upon-
should be
Yeah,
counseling.
so I take, but you got to be honest
What
at
if
the
I don't-
counseling.
I don't want to go on no first date.
Yeah,
And
not,
then you
yeah,
be
not
counseling.
everybody gonna want to go to counsel on the first date. Number one.
You may not even like them. You may not even
You
like
might
them, and they
not
not
like
even
them.
worth the
Number two.
investment.
You
I
know what I'm
think
saying? So it has to be an
Okay, well,
investment. with
some
the-
type of
bullshit.
counseling,
Yeah,
some type of
but-
counseling.
not from the beginning. Not from
But
the
I
beginning.
feel like this when you're
Not from the
dating.
beginning.
So if me and you going on a date, there's gonna be certain questions I'm gonna ask you.
Right.
Right.
Now
Because you dating.
you're gonna
Trying to
have to
get data.
be. You're gonna either do one or two things. You're gonna shut up and shut down, or you gonna be
Learn to
open,
live with the
or
apology you
gonna
didn't
be.
give.
You might be honest, but then again, you might not. But as me, because I can't speak for everybody else, I will at least give you the benefit of the doubt. You understand what I'm saying? So my first question to you: if me and you date, we drink, da da da, blah blah blah, right? We not ate the whole shebang. First thing I ask you: so then, what are your flaws? You might answer honestly. Then again, you might tell me what you want me to know. If you think I want to hear, or then he might just straight up like, I ain't got no flaws.
Is that appropriate? Would you ask somebody that on the first date? What are your
I
flaws?
want to know.
Yeah, that's a good. Okay, y'all remember
I want to know.
the? You all remember
I'm
the
gonna tell you the
show?
reason why
Let
I
me
say
say
I
this
want
real
to
quick.
know. I want to know because I am looking to marry. I'm not looking.
Okay, so
Exactly.
you are okay. So then
That's
the question
why
is,
I'm
okay,
driving.
so
That's
this
my
is what I'm
time.
saying. Then your first date, you're only dating people because you're looking to get
to
married.
grow.
Right.
Yeah,
Not
I want
just
to grow
Okay,
and old
because
with
some
somebody.
people, right? Because some people are dating just to date and pass
I
time.
got better shit to do with my time.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
my
then y'all,
own shit.
this is exactly what I was about to say. They had
Which
this
goes
TV
back to the
show.
counseling part.
Y'all remember the TV show Married at First Sight?
Yeah.
I heard about it, but
They what happened is that they set them up. They got married on the first time they saw them. They got married.
But they went
then
through
they
a
gave them
series
2
of
weeks,
questions
right?
and counseling and stuff
Exactly.
like that before.
And they gave them 2 weeks where they went on a honeymoon, and then they had sessions, and they had questions, and they played games. You know, what have you done? Have you ever, they play certain games to get people to open up and be honest about what. And one particular guy on Married at First Sight, he had said, they asked him, had he ever done a threesome? He said yes, with a mother and a daughter.
it be like that sometimes.
Okay, so the wife
would that
that he
be a no
had
for
married,
you?
the wife that he had married,
Would that be a no for you?
She got upset.
yeah, she did. But she was like, okay, but she said, but going forward, is
I
that
would say no,
something?
too.
She would have said, she asked him, what is that something that you? Is that something that you still believe
If
in?
you're doing
Is
it,
this
if
something?
for you, but a mama and a daughter.
Right.
That's what they
Hold on, hold on.
I would not want to.
I got to start asking questions. The mother and daughter wasn't kissing on each other, was it? They just smashed. You know what I'm saying? Because if they was kissing each other, then I got to get out that equation because they don't look right in my mind.
Yeah.
But was they stepmama? Was they birth? You know what I'm saying?
If somebody told me they had a threesome before me, they wouldn't be a no for
You know
me.
what
They
some of
say
the
that
problems
counted out.
are?
But
Right.
you with your mama,
Exactly.
a mama and a daughter, I'm like, you ain't got no standards. Like,
Like Dominique said earlier, people are lied to the counselor. They're not going to tell you the truth. And to me, shows like Marriage at First Sight. That's not natural.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with that.
No,
Because
this
when
is
they
never wrong with
not-
marriage
hold on,
at
let me
first
finish.
sight.
this is what they said. They said do not have sex for
Listen
at
to me.
least 2 weeks until you find out. This is the time now to get to know
Listen
if
to
this
me.
is the person that you want to stay married
I can
to.
say what I want to say.
Listen to me.
Within
How,
those
you don't know
damn
the
2 weeks,
person.
just get what I want.
You just met this person,
some
and you're
of
gonna
that.
say you're gonna stay with this person. You
Well,
don't know.
For 2 weeks. No, for 2 weeks.
You ain't
They
gonna
give
know
you
in
a.
2 weeks.
They get okay. Let me share this.
See, these
Okay, so
TV
Let
Kamala,
me share this.
Let's go
Let me
back to
share
Kamala.
this.
Hold
Let
on,
me
these
just
two-
share this real quick.
Go ahead.
Because I've been very quiet. I have two. I went to school with. I had a classmate. Her sister. She has 2 sisters that only knew their husbands, both of them, about 30 days. 45, 50 years later, they still married because they, like you said,
What you
I
said,
was
45, 50
Wait a minute.
years?
Wait,
They
let's
still
start off.
married.
Do you realize
Hold on,
how
who did you
time
say
was
these people
back
were?
then?
How long ago was this?
Right. This was
45 years ago.
In the 80s. Okay.
Right.
So in the 80s, they married somebody. And what these women were church ladies?
Yeah, of
No, they
course.
weren't going nowhere anyway. So they,
Of
But
course.
listen
bless
to
their
me.
heart.
Some things are going against nature.
Right.
You know.
They were open book to
You know,
each other.
we can
They-
make a TV show.
they
Look
was
at some of
very
these TV shows they make. Like how they on the air and they on prime time and prime stations.
Making
Because-
money.
Making money. But that's not realistic.
It's not
Okay,
realistic.
Kamala. Did y'all see Kamala's
Yes, I
little not little, but you know the little conference the other day that was here in Atlanta. The Democratic, did you see?
What,
I didn't
BT
see all the
Awards?
way
I
through.
wasn't. I ain't watching.
I didn't watch.
So did y'all have any? Oh, y'all didn't see. Did y'all see Megan?
And then,
So people commented on Megan being there twerking and singing certain songs, and then she did a commercial also with Lance from NSYNC saying bye 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 to Trump, right? So some people had some derogatory comments to make. However, she had a lot of sorority and fraternity age people there because she is catering to the younger generation that said they would not vote because neither one of them, they didn't want Trump or Biden because of the age and some of their values and views. So strategically, now I don't think I would have picked Megan to come. I like Megan, but I'm not for that. But she chose Megan and Lance from NSYNC to cater to the younger crowd. So I feel like she was being strategic. Yes, older people and people that are not liberals would not agree with it, but do y'all have any opinions on that? And then we're going to listen to a video or watch a video, whichever works, of this minister that one of our cousins put on our family Marco Polo about a man who he's a minister, and I would say he is a chauvinist initially, and then you will listen to what he has to say. So he softens a bit. But
I feel
any
like
comments?
she's doing what needs to be done to get the younger crowd attention because like I just said, I just came from a pep rally and they played Sexy Red. And Lord is all I can say because those words, although they went the words out, when I tell you them kids was like
they knew every word.
They knew darn near every word, all to the cuss words, but they didn't curse because we at school. Mm-hmm. But just to see that interaction. Mm-hmm. So she's going to do what she needs to do to at least get the younger generation because at the end of the day, that is the future of the world.
Right.
It is the younger generation.
Anybody else?
So, because a friend and I just talked about this today, because I was like, well, why not do Beyonce? Because she had more followers than she did Megan. And we was going back and forth, and they actually looked it up and said, oh my God, you're right. Beyonce got 300-something million, Megan had 100 or whatever. And then,
but Megan still got Beyonce more of us.
And then that's what they said. So I said, okay, well, I get it. She's trying to get the college.
You know how much money it costs to get Beyonce to do that?
Hello? She wasn't just coming to the store, probably.
And see, but you got to realize, people, when Trump was running for office the first time, I'm not going to call the athlete name. They was walking through the tunnel going to a game.
Yeah.
And so a little blogger saying, hey, what you think about Trump being president? They said that doesn't apply to me.
Yep.
Who said that?
This is athlete.
Who? Y'all ain't gonna say his
name?
name?
Call his name.
So
I don't remember his name. He's not a wrestler, so I don't know.
So I'm just telling you.
I'll be back next week. And I'll say his name.
Are really
Let me write my note.
People look at politics for to control the weak.
And when he said it does not apply to me, that's because neither whoever wins, it doesn't affect him.
Right.
See, so I view it like this. This is how I see things. A man can kill somebody. It might do 5 years, 2 years, or get off out of prison. But you sell dope. And don't even own a gun. You just sell dope.
Oh yeah.
You're not even a killer. You're a little skateboard boy. But you're a big meth dealer.
You dark skinned. You going in for life.
So they give you life on your first charge.
That's true.
You know why? Because on that green piece of paper it says God we trust. And that right there is the power. If you look at the symbols that's on the money and what they stand for, and the problem.
I wish they stop using God though, because he about tired of them.
So
they learn.
Think about it. When you take that money and it's not accounted for, they have a problem with it. They don't value life. They don't value race. Democrat and Republican is just a form of segregation.
That's all it is.
At the end of the day, those same people go to those country clubs and those private events that we don't know nothing about. And sit back and laugh and look at the ants fight the bees and the spiders or whatever. And people sit back and argue, I'm a Republican, I'm a Democrat. You neither one.
It depends.
Well, it's no different from the religion.
Okay.
No different. No one religion.
But when I heard that, so you think about it, all the people with the money, they're not concerned about this.
You don't give a damn.
Okay, can we play our video?
Video.
Are you gonna show it, or are we just gonna listen?
Just gonna listen.
All right, well, just listen. This is a black man.
Presidential nominee. I'm gonna confess.
We can't hear you.
I wasn't too happy about that,
Kamala.
but I'm all in now. I'm 100% now for this reason. This representative from Tennessee. Sorry, Connie, from Tennessee. He called her a DEI candidate. And then they start calling her colored. Then they start calling her out of her name.
He's talking about Kamala.
And as a black man, I can't let no white man talk about no sister like
That's
that.
all I'm
But listen to what he's saying.
And I'm not take offense to it. Because who is more disqualified than Donald Trump? And Republicans are all in because he is the avatar for their grievance.
Come on, for their grievance.
How qualified does a black person have to be? Graduated at the top of her class at Howard, went to law school, was Attorney General of a state, a United States Senator, a Vice President of the United States, but she's not qualified? I'm all in. Because I'm not going to let any white man tell me how I ought to feel about a black person. Stony the road we trust.
Stony the road we trust.
So as a woman in her place that's made for her, that some people say, or because she is black, because she is a woman, and like we commented to your question last week on some people, even women, it's not just men, it's women that feel like women shouldn't be in leadership. It's women that tear each other down as women because we have bought into the fact that women are supposed to be subservient or women are supposed to submit. And again, the confusion is submitting in my household is not submitting on a job.
That's correct.
Submitting in my household is not submitting at work or in corporate. I am paid to do a job, and if I'm qualified to do the job, that is my job. And that may mean that I am in charge of males as well as females. So what are y'all thoughts on what this minister had to say?
Roscoe, you want to go first?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I totally agree with him. And it's good. I'm glad to see an older man because at the time, back in the day, he couldn't have did that. It'd have been some backlash behind it.
Right.
And this new generation, they on go. So I don't think no black person will just sit and let a white person drag a black person. And like I said earlier, the women are qualified, highly educated, but this world we live in is warped, and that's the way they feel. They say, okay, we let you went to school, we let you got a degree, now calm down. That's their mentality. I'm not.
I go to school for
So
and get a
here's a
degree
question.
for the end. If I can't use it,
So you could be smarter than
Hold
you.
on. Here's a question because I just thought about something that you said earlier. Because you said that it said the other cultures, the women know, how to follow suit. Basically, in a nutshell. So how is it if the women know how to follow suit? How is it we have a female president in Germany? We have a female president that is overseas, and she's running. Like she's literally doing her thing. You know what I mean? And the people that she has beside her, honestly, are also females.
what about Elizabeth? She ran
Which Elizabeth?
Queen.
Oh, okay.
She was running some stuff for a long time.
We got a lot of
Right, but I'm saying she was running for a long time, right, wrong, and different.
Yeah, so
she ran.
Yeah, it's kind of like you find the right woman.
You know, this is what I'm gonna tell you. This is what Trump's whole angle is. His angle is we've been had educated people. You know, there's a lot of the old presidents. They either was Navy candidates at the Navy Academy. I think it's only been like 3 or 4 presidents didn't serve the military or didn't go to war or something like that. Used to be time all the presidents went to war or was a Navy, some high-ranking officer in the military or went to some of these private schools.
They just got a D average
because of their parents.
And still became president.
Right.
And a lot of them was groomed to be president.
And they say all presidents were.
And so Trump was the only one that is no history of education and knowledge. And so his angle was that they've been getting it wrong. And he said, okay, look at our infrastructure. Look at how other countries, we send money to our other countries, but we don't spend the money here. Look at how, like he just said, okay, if a country's at war with somebody and you want the United States help, pay us. Now, the flip side to it, the people that's doing it now and before Trump, they was helping the other countries, but they was getting a kickback. Okay, also like Trump said, for instance, I don't want to live in the White House. I want to stay in my penthouse. He said, let's tear down the White House because it looked like a slave plantation. They said, no, you can't do that. He said, well, just secure my building. A lot of people didn't hear when he said that. Now, he said a lot of crazy things. I think he loose at the mouth.
Oh, yeah.
But a lot of those
secure his building because he can control his building. The White House is gonna be tapped. They're gonna have stuff.
It's
and they
kinda-
might
I
find
tell
out
you-
his secrets.
I tell you who
So
Trump
that's
is.
why he said do his own
Trump
building.
is like a
Trump
pastor.
know what to say.
You know, I'm gonna tell you what he
He's
is.
a businessman.
He's a-
so he don't
he's a
always
New York-
follow
he a
through
New York
on what he
gangster.
say he gonna do. He gonna do.
And a New York City gangster.
Yeah, he is.
Like, for instance, they had this thing where how you brand yourself. So what you do, you pay for yourself to be on the cover of magazines. So a lot of these people you see on Time Magazine, Wall Street, and all that, they pay to be on those covers. So first thing people don't read the whole, they don't read and all that. They just,
look at
they just look and keep it moving. Like people don't read the Bible the whole part. They just read the part that sounds good to them. And so,
The Bible not in chronological order anyway.
so a lot of
You
times
don't have to read that one.
people don't understand how these people get this fame and all this type of recognition. He's playing the game. Like, people say, well, he filed bankruptcy all this different times. Do you know in the Forbes magazine, and you can pull it up, that a successful business owner filed bankruptcy over 7 times?
Yep.
Y'all look at y'all cards, pick a card.
That's how they keep their money.
Pick a card.
That's why they came up with this stuff, LLC, trust funds, and all that.
Trust
Like
funds.
I know a guy say he got $5 million houses. Hey, none of them in his name.
Right, they're in the
Because
trust
in the
fund.
business, right?
In the trust fund.
So you technically can't go after him.
Right. And I just tried to Google because I wanted to make sure it was right. But when Trump first came president, and I think it's trying to say China, I was Googling like which country did he stop us from trading with? So you stop us, it keeps saying China stuff.
Yeah.
China. But yet you turned around and got Ivanka a deal with Russia and her
right.
shoes and all that.
Right.
So again, then that goes back. See how they help him out?
Yes.
You still help out your people, but then it goes back to us. Well,
You know why?
Brown girl.
But
Why?
But a lot of the Europeans are Russian. They Polish. They Scottish.
Are you justifying?
No, I'm just saying, just like how they think all of us are Africans, Jamaicans, Haitians, Guyanese.
But you do know that America is in debt
Oh yeah,
to everybody.
What
everybody.
is it?
To everybody in the country.
Play the horse. Okay, pick a card.
Pick a card, Steve. Pick a card. Let's pick a card.
Pick a card. One of your cards to ask the
Pick a
question.
card. All right.
You can read them though and see which one you want to ask.
Ladies first.
I go. Shoot. This is the first card that came up. What is your favorite type of cuisine? And I would choose Mexican.
Okay.
What are y'all's? We're gonna go
I got
quick.
one.
Not no explanation. Just what is your favorite?
If you
Cuisine.
could have any superpower. Oh, you saying? Oh, now
Yeah.
Soul food. Soul food.
Seafood.
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 Okay. Now go ahead with your question.
If you could have superpower, how would you use it?
If you could have a superpower, how would you use
How
it?
would I
It don't
use it?
ask you what's the superpower.
No.
Okay. How would you use your superpower?
I would make Kamala Harris the president right now.
So what would that superpower be called?
Trump over. Trump card. Shit, I don't know.
Okay.
My superpower.
Persuasion.
Okay. My superpower. I would want to read mine. So mine reader.
I like that.
I would control all the prices in the world.
Okay.
I would eliminate all student loan debts.
Okay.
I would still continue to help the homeless.
I would be a super lawyer and fight for justice.
Facts. I don't get it.
Okay, next person. What are y'all questions?
Yeah.
If you could have a conversation with your younger self, what advice would you give? So I would tell my younger self to be more patient. I was very impatient.
You ain't lying.
Patience is a virtue.
Right.
I don't like the word.
He only 13. You don't like what?
One-
What would y'all tell y'all younger self? His question was, what would you tell your younger self?
My younger self,
Uh-huh. What would you say to your younger self? That was his question.
jump
Jump in life.
in life. You love your family, especially your parents, but sometimes you just have to jump.
I would tell my younger self, save that money. Stop spending and save that money. Because by now, I've been rich.
Can I hear the whole question again?
What would you tell your younger self?
Invest. That's a good one. So I'm gonna say ditto to that. But then I think I would tell my younger self, it'll be okay. You're gonna be all right.
Okay. That's good. What would you say to your younger self?
Education. Leave y'all women alone.
Damn, bro.
I would say with my younger self. I would tell my younger self.
Mm-hmm.
I would tell my younger self probably stay. It's long. Stay focused. Don't take things personal, and don't have no kids until you do your research. I would say that. But when I say don't take things personal, and stay focused, because when things happen in life, sometimes it causes you to get off focus. Right. And because people's issues they brought to you, it caused me to get off focus and stop doing some of the things that I enjoyed and I liked. And now, as an adult, trying to find my way back to what makes me happy and my gifting and my purpose, because people's darkness kind of brought shade to my life. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so that's what I mean. Okay, so did everybody say what they would say to their younger self? Okay, so one of y'all's questions.
I was just trying to be quick.
That's this, and then to this. So next question.
If you could eliminate one thing from your daily routine, what would it be?
Work.
Well, I'm gonna say, cause I like working.
Yeah, me too.
I love working, but
I don't like working.
I would eliminate work too. I wouldn't want to work.
I would not want to work for the
That doesn't
company.
mean
Let me
income.
do my own.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I want income, but I'd eliminate work.
What was the question again?
Traffic.
If you could eliminate one thing from your daily routine, what would it be?
Traffic.
Yes.
You said driving?
Yes.
Driving and traffic.
So, That's kind of hard for me to say because Monday through Thursday, I'm doing what I love to do. And Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm at work. So,
Out of your daily routine.
That's my daily
Somebody
routine.
might want to not
change
brush
it.
their teeth. Somebody
Shit,
might not want to
nah,
take a
I'm
shower.
gonna brush my teeth,
Somebody
take a
might not
shower.
want to
I
talk on
have
the
to.
phone. Who knows? It's no wrong or right answer. What would you rather take out your routine?
Eat.
Okay.
I'm good with not eating. Like, I don't have to eat. Like, I get fussed at for not eating still.
You'll die if you don't eat.
Huh?
No, you'll die if you don't have water. You would die if you don't have water.
Yeah.
But you can die. You won't die without
You won't
eating.
die if you don't eat. So I can eliminate eating. I don't have to.
Next question.
I might die.
Jordan gonna die.
What's your question?
Oh, my question. I thought, Lynn, you ain't gonna live.
What you say?
I said word. I said
What you
word.
say? You said what?
I ain't say eliminate income. I eliminate work.
I said traffic.
Oh, you
said
said
traffic.
traffic. Okay, did you have a question? You did your question already? Or you ain't pulled one?
Oh, I ain't pulled one.
Oh, you just pulled a call. We've been sitting here all this time.
She didn't pull one. She was gonna let her pull one.
Oh, I didn't know there was more.
Oh, really?
Okay, go Dominic.
Okay, what is your favorite way to challenge yourself and step out of your comfort zone?
Quit my job.
What was the question?
Go ahead.
What is your... Okay, I'm going to tell y'all another question that, gonna make him over there laugh. What is your favorite way to challenge yourself and step out of your comfort zone?
And I say quit my job. My day job. So.
Favorite way to challenge yourself and step out of your comfort zone.
Quit my job,
what
run my
is
mouth,
your
and get
favorite
paid
way?
for running my mouth. Favorite.
That's
Having
gonna
fun
happen,
and
so don't worry
encouraging
about
people.
it.
So that would be my way. I'm just giving them stuff to think
I guess
about.
my way would be when it's stuff like that comes up, I meditate first, and then do my to-do list to get to wherever needs to be done to make me be comfortable. So I have to see it and write it down.
But you got to step out
You said
of
how
your
would you
comfort
step
zone.
out of your
Step
comfort
out of the
zone
comfort
to do something. Read the question again.
What is your favorite way to challenge yourself
To step out of your comfort
and
zone.
step out of your comfort zone?
Okay, let me rephrase mine. Mine would be, because that was my word for the past 2 years, is to jump. So I jump, and I just jump right there. Either I'm a sink or swim. Ain't that right? Ain't that right, Rez? Ain't that right, Ross? So I just jump. It is what it is.
That's all I've been doing is jumping.
Right.
So yeah,
That is my thing,
I'm
jump.
jumping.
It's gonna work or it ain't.
Jay, what you got?
I would say meeting new people, because communicating with different energies and different people, it definitely challenges me to step outside of my comfort zone. So meeting new people is the best way for me.
Well, what would be the best way for me then? Because I'm always jumping.
I don't know, because you don't go out like that.
No, I don't.
Well, maybe going out. That would be a challenge.
That would be a challenge. Okay, so check this.
Oh, go ahead. You answered yours already? They didn't answer the question yet. They didn't say how that.
Sometimes I feel I'm a people person, so I kind of meet no strangers. I'm not scared to talk to individuals, and it's like to get out of my way. I know sometimes my mind be messing with me or something, but then that's where my meditation part come in. Other than that, and then the only thing I can say
To get out the comfort zone.
get out the comfort zone.
What would you do?
Take a shot.
There you go. Take a shot.
Roscoe, what would you do, man? What would you do to get out your comfort zone?
Try different things.
Okay. Leah, what you got?
Try not to be closed-minded. Just try it.
Okay, yeah,
My philosophy is, it didn't kill you, it won't kill me.
Facts. I'm with you. Leah, what you got?
That's a hard one.
If you can do it, I can do it.
Facts. I don't know that, Roscoe.
You don't know.
I might just
You
jump
can't
out
make it
there.
let me come out your comfort zone. What would you do to come out your comfort zone?
But he said, what's your favorite thing, right?
It did say that.
Some people don't come out that comfort zone though,
Some
so they
people
wouldn't
don't
know what the
come out.
favorite.
So you
So
wouldn't know
what
what
would
your
you
favorite
do?
is, so what would you do?
But what would you do if it wasn't a favorite? What would you do? What could you do to come out your comfort zone?
Well, I came out of my comfort zone when I became a DOT driver.
Now, what would you do to come out your comfort zone now?
Now.
Well, I mean, but that was a challenge for me.
Okay.
All right, so I had this question that I think he gonna like. What is your favorite way to stay active and exercise?
Rez. She's my Rez.
Rez.
I wasn't even listening. What you say?
What is your favorite way to stay
Since
active?
he like to mess with me about he likes to mess with me about the gym, right?
What's your favorite way to stay active and exercise?
Yeah, check it.
Question.
So he like to mess with me about the gym. So the question is, what is your favorite way to stay active and exercise?
No, what was the other question about getting
Active and exercise. What's your favorite way to stay active and exercise? It
Okay.
depends on what you exercise.
So since my new journey since last October, and then 50 pounds lighter.
Yay!
Okay, congrats.
I would wish I could swim, because that's my thing. And I'm in a boot camp and now, but I like it. It's good. So after and every day, I complain, and I get up in the morning, be there at 5 a.m., do what I gotta do. And sometimes I even do 2 a day. And she's like, "What? You back again?" Because that's when my mind get right and say, you know, you on your journey. This is what you're trying to do. So, but. And I know it wasn't gonna happen overnight, but after I do it, I feel so good, so good. So then, can I answer the question? So that would be an active, but I wish I could just swim, because when I do my water aerobics, that's the best.
That's the best. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. Going roller aerobics exercise.
Ask the question again.
Because like yesterday we had a circuit thing. She did Olympic
What
day.
gym
We
you go
picking
to?
up tires. We out there doing this. I'm like, come on.
Hell
He
yeah,
said, where did y'all go?
It's called Tada Fit.
Tada. I
Yep,
used to
Tada,
go
yeah.
years ago.
Okay.
You had to run down.
What is your favorite way to stay active and exercise? Your favorite way to stay active and
Dancing.
exercise.
Dancing.
You love to dance.
Yes.
All right. So the next
Let
time,
me do it on a regular
next,
basis.
Huh?
next time we have an event, I want to see you on the dance floor.
Oh, yeah, I
No
like
excuses
to-
now.
I like to
You
dance.
better know how to dance. That's all I'm saying.
So Dominic, you challenging her to a
You
dance?
still don't know my name. Huh?
Dominic. Yvonne.
Right. Yeah.
A dance off.
I
You
love
love
to dance.
Oh, you love to dance?
I love to
Oh,
dance.
you ain't never told me. You ain't told me
So
that.
Dominic, you ain't like Carson, are you?
I dance exactly like Carlton, boy. With 3 extra steps to go with it. You know what I'm saying? With a twist. I love to have fun, for real, for real. I can go to any club. I don't care what it
I like
is.
doing
I just
salsa,
want to have
too.
fun and enjoy
You know
life.
how to do salsa?
You know what I'm saying?
You know how to salsa?
I can do a little something.
You know what? I got a thing we
Okay,
should
Harold.
do. We ought to find a strictly dance club. Now a lot of the Spanish clubs, they use the whole floor. You know,
Yeah.
people of color, we dance in one of those spots, side to side.
Ooh, I like
You know
to
what
use. I like to use.
I went to a Cuban club, and man, they might start right here, but they end up all the way over there. And don't think because he or she, the way they shape, they can't move.
Facts.
Oh man, I saw that little Spanish guy with the cowboy boots on and the belt. It's like he can barely walk, like he had some nut huggers on.
You know what? It's
That
time to
dude
go.
was like Michael Jackson. That dude was like Michael Jackson. And I had to give it to him.
All right, did everybody answer how they wanted to answer all the
He
questions?
didn't answer the question.
Stay active
Rez
and
ain't
exercise.
Rez ain't playing.
Nah, yeah, Red, it was a joke.
I would say
He always
roller
said
skate.
would be about the exercise.
I would say roller skate.
Roller
Same.
skate. Yeah, he loves to go skate. So for me, favorite way to stay active and exercise, I like to work out. So doing it all for me works for me.
Oh, back to your first question about your comfort zone speaking.
Both
speaking.
exercises now, Jordy.
Coming out your comfort zone would be
Speaking.
What you say, baby?
Speaking.
She said speaking would take her out her comfort zone.
To
How?
speak.
Damn,
To
it took
speak.
you 12 years, man.
As much as you love to talk,
Right, I'm like, that takes
As much
out your
you love
comfort
to
zone as much
chit-chat.
as you talk.
No, if you tell me that I got to
Okay, like a
stand in-
speech.
right, I got
Okay,
to stand
that-
before people
okay.
and speak. Yeah, that would take me out of my comfort zone.
Okay, so.
Well, I would say the same thing then.
Child, please.
No, I'm okay. Look, I'm okay talking in small groups, but where I believe I'm supposed to go in life, that would take me out my comfort zone.
Okay.
Like when I first ministered and was in the pulpit and stuff like that. Like that was out of my comfort zone. But it wasn't just because it was a lot of people. It was also because I was reverent. You get what I'm saying? But still being out of my comfort zone. I mean, I did go. I already told you. I went to Bible college and I went to Bible college and I preached and I've done stuff like that. And then and being in
of the
church
gospel.
and behind the scenes church kind of taught me something different, which is why I'm not.
I'm gonna do my research.
Yeah, gotta do our research for real.
So anyway,
Yeah.
I think we're gonna say goodnight.
Good night.
Okay, for Kamala Harris, I want you guys to remember
I
the
got
Black
next for next week, y'all. We're
Anthem.
gonna do next week.
Lift every voice and sing.
Because that is what
Girl,
the
I can't
minister.
sing.
That's what the minister was. He ended his sermon with "Lift Every Voice" and
Well,
sing
he-
on
well,
that
he
video
said-
when he
what is
did
it?
a few words.
Yeah.
Stone in the road.
That's
Try.
actually the correct national anthem.
It's for us.
No, it's the correct one.
What?
The national anthem. Lift every voice and sing is the real
I
one.
know it. I know it.
I know it was the Negro one.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna take our pictures. Good night,
Thanks,
y'all.
thanks.
Thank
Good
y'all.
night, good
Nobody
night.
call
Thank you,
in.
thank you
Play
for
Lift
coming
Every
out.
Voice and sing, please.
They don't play you.
Everybody, thank you very much. For
Thank y'all
coming to the
again.
show
Next
and
Thursday we'll be
watching
back.
the show. We'll see y'all
Thank
next
you for a
Thursday.
surprise visiting. A surprise. Yes,
good
it's
stuff.
in here.
Jordan, we still owe us some shots, just to let you know.
Anybody?
birthday
I don't
shots.
think these people here do the
Yeah.
shots, y'all. I don't think they do the shots.
We gotta wait till y'all them come on.
Right.
So,
Y'all need
Hey, so I'm
to
gonna do the shot.
we know.
Oh, there y'all go. We got shots.
We got
Let's take our pictures. Good night, y'all.
pictures. All right.